Good morning, Nesties. This is Netta. I thought that I would give you guys just a small version of this mess that's in Netta's nest. I've been changing some things around. We all know that everybody's preparing for fall, but as a first time gardener, I've learned a few things, I've lost a few things, I've enjoyed a whole lot of things, but just want to give you the latest on what's going on in my nest. And hold on tight. Well, I've learned that this Florida heat is nothing to be played with. So I put a lot of stuff on my porch and I keep my fan turned on to keep everybody cooled off. As long as I'm not sitting down, my fan will be blowing on these guys over here. And I've rescued this brassica tray from so many different spots. They're kind of stunted, but they're holding on. I do have some new life over here in my onion and garlic tray. So I have onions, onions, onions. This row right here, I know it's not gonna grow. It was just a chance. It's those red onions, all garlics, and that last row back there is broccoli. I really do hope I get some germination. It's dry from the broccoli. So let me put a little bit of water in here. I just did my morning watering. This part over here mostly gets the sun. So that's that tray. I rescued another brassica. I had all this stuff in my greenhouse. The sun rises where the greenhouse is facing, where the sun rises. So it was burning everything up. Right here is just a tomato. The butt end of the tomato. I threw it in some dirt. Not even a week old. Germination. And look at these. These have been in here for the longest. And look at that tomato. Oh my goodness. My turnabout, stackable, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it the struggle bus. So this is my new rehab slash hospital. So I went over there where everything was tinted. Get my glasses on, I can't see. And I took some of the lettuces out because I know they need coolness, and Mama let me know that they're just going to get leggy and bolt, and that is just what they were doing. But there were a couple of them over there that still look pretty good. This was a mess yesterday. It was just had no juice in it. All of it was drained out, but it's perking up today. So I guess it's like I got Mama's salad. So this lettuce is like old as all get out. Not because Mama's old, but because Mama's been moved out for so long and I'm still planting her seeds. My strawberries, I'm going to leave those alone because that was such a great disappointment. And I'm going to try to order more strawberries, probably late fall, and plant them in my new stackable that I have. I don't think they have enough root space in this little stackable. Because see, this is like this. And my new one that's in here, those pockets are about a foot deep. So these are all brassicas that's just hanging in there. Lettuces that I put in there. I put a tomato down there. I rescued that one. This is another one that I rescued. I just have it sitting in there. I sit it in there because there's so much water in there. I think that's enough water for that one. And tomatoes, more lettuce. Let's see what it does. A couple strawberries. This tomato is still doing pretty good here in with the citronella. This is the piece of citronella that I broke off and put tomatoes in there with it. And that's Mama's tomato that's still hanging in there. I uprooted it or rebooted it. I planted it deeper. And this is the basil that was back there in the nursery. It was probably 2 feet tall. I just chopped it off and I stuck it in the dirt right there. Just watered it. You know, she's always doing great. This is another rehab. I just planted that. That's broccoli, kale, and cabbage. We'll see what happens. So let me take you out to my new journey. Look at this makeshift buddy here. You know I have one on the other side of the house, so I put this one out here. And here is where I put all of my squash and zucchini. I just went in there this morning, cleaned it up. Even though it's netted, I still get friends that visit me in here, and they make their way in here and wreak havoc, and of course I have to come out here and clean it up. I'm gonna close that in. I even had a ladybug in there. I had to get her out of there. I'm like, you need to get out this netting before you die. So I got her out of there. So all this is this one back here. It's the one that was on the back wall. I thought it was a cucumber, but it was full of worms and eggs and all kind of stuff. So I keep that one. Got to look through that real good. I had my first female squash plant over here. There's another one growing right here, but there were no males to pollinate it, so it's dying off. So I come out here every morning. I roll this netting back. If there are blooms on it, I'm leaving it open, especially if there's a male and a female bloom. If there are no blooms, I cover it back up. It's not necessary to leave it open. So I'm okay with that. I'm learning to live with the bugs. Broke said something so monumental when I was listening to his replay live. You're gonna have bugs. You got to deal with it. It is what it is. It's a part of the microbiome, the ecosystem of being a gardener, and that's it. Here's my sugar cane that's doing extremely well. My husband's always having a fit because he's like, it was 3 or 4 pieces of cane in there. I said, well, I planted the whole bag, and that's what we got. Lemon tree. There's like a little involuntary growing back here. Nothing ever comes on this tree. I don't really take care of it, but I will. This is I don't know if you're from Florida, you know what these are. We call them wild cherries. We love them. I don't know the name of them. Here's another citrus tree. We call these bittersweets. We pretty much just get them, peel them a little bit. I love the way the citrusy citrusy sour taste in them. Good. The sweet potato, I'll go around this way. Oh, I forgot. I'll come back over there. We'll talk about that later. This is my avocado tree. We had a male and female. I don't know which one this is, but it's just here. My moringa tree. Y'all remember how big she was? This tree is so forgiving. This tree is such a blessing. I'll never get rid of it, Lord's will. But I will cut it back because it's messy. But you see, shoots already. I have my sweet potatoes still going. I don't know whether to take some slips off and root them. This is my smorgasbord of stuff that Mama sent me. Y'all, I gotta show y'all all this stuff that's growing in here. This is so funny. Look at this. Look at this tomato. I don't know if it's over here. That's my Mark Twain tomato. I don't know what that is down there. A pumpkin, or there's all kind of mess in here. Swiss chard, carrots, Malabar spinach she sent me. I gotta remember to come put this, but this has been behind this slip, keeping it safe. Everything I put in this container has pretty much fizzled out. So I threw some carrots in here. I didn't cover them up, and good thing after I put the carrots in here, we had torrential rain, so maybe I'll get some carrots. But I do have some little carrots down here. You see them? Look at all these goodies in here, guys. Oh, that has a reacher. I'm just gonna let that run out of the bucket. Look at that. That is just amazing. We'll see everything that we get out of this bucket. I may have to thin some things out. I don't know. Anyhow, this little guy's been on the struggle bus. Some type of cucumber. It blooms like, oh, I see eggs. Oh, we can see, look at those. I see eggs. Those are yellow eggs. Now tell me, I don't think those are ladybug eggs. I'm gonna figure out whose eggs are those. If they're not good eggs, they finna die today. But this little booger keeps blooms. And this is why I saw my bumblebees over here jumping back and forth. This was another tomato that was thrown in there. It's looking crazy. This is my green beans. I took some out of here yesterday and I fried them with some okra. Let me come over here so you can get a better look. And this is just like its second wave of not harvest, but you know, of fruit. Here are my blackberries, and look, I have a blossom. I hear a frog. It's just a chirping. Look at a blossom on there. Maybe I'll get some blackberries. I don't know. These are my eggplant row, and I got a new special guest over there. I'm going to take you over there. But this is my box, and my box has cucumber life, melon life, eggplant life. I put those koyas over there. That strawberry was on the struggle bus in my stackable, so I'm gonna say, okay, let's see how you do out in with big guys. Put 2 of them over here, fatality, but looking good. And look at this, some new life out here. There's another one. There is life generating out here. Those are already started here. Those are my flowers I started. I just threw that out there. I might plant it, I might not. Basil, cabbage was already germinated, but it's too hot out here for that cabbage or whatever brassica it is. Alrighty, coming on around my tide bowls. That's my core. It has to go. More life generating. Over here, guys, I was so pissed. I was gone all day Sunday, and I came back home, and my leaves look curly. See how healthy these are? I love okra plant. It's beautiful. It has beautiful blossoms. All my top leaves were so curly. I kept looking and looking and looking. Aphids. But I sprayed them all off. Guys, I am so excited about this little baby. My first eggplant. I've talked to these eggplants and we're like, when are you going to give me a baby? Please give me a baby. And it did. I pulled the traveling tomato up. Pulled the marigold up. But look at this. I wiped it off today because ants were, of course, hoarding aphids. So I've cleaned them. I put a little bit of soapy stuff on my fingertips, and I just kind of wiped off the eggplant. So Pepper is trying to come through over here. It's hanging in here with this massive beauty here. This girlie here, she's remarkable. And Mama, if you're watching, you told me to stake up that eggplant, Johnetta. And just when I did, there's my eggplant. There's another one. This is that. Then these are the okras from my mama's stash from years ago. They're huge. These things are giant. Look at the stalk on these suckers. Let me show you the stalk on this one. Y'all see that? Jeez Louise. Alrighty, there's the Mark Twain tomato. You know, we've been babying him since the spring, and there he goes. That's just a little, you know. There's another marigold that I grew. Most of all, if the marigolds are tall, I grew them all from seed. Here's another look. That's broccoli roll that's been down there. I mean, it's been under fire. I'll leave it alone because I know the season's coming. And maybe the temperatures are slowly just dipping. And every time the temperature dip, I get some growth. Let me step back and show y'all this, all my corn. This is corn row. You see it? Corn and okra row. My watermelon was a failure. My tomato was a failure. I threw all that stuff out. Tired of fight with. It's too hot to keep it growing. My nursery over here, I tore it down. I'm gonna take all this dirt out and put it in my new box that's over here. Look at this one. This bad boy was on the struggle bus for so many years. No, years. That's what it felt like. Weeks and months. I took everything out, left that when I come clean it off every now and then. I said, well, if it gets this groove and it hooks onto this, my man-made trellis for my my grape, I'll leave it alone. I cut my plum tree down. I left a couple leaves. It'll come back. It's a blessing. It was too tall and I couldn't even reach my fruit. Green bean alley. There's a couple squash in there. I saw them. I just came out here. This is my trial box. I see all kind of stuff out here. And it's growing. I see green beans grow anywhere. Nematode saying it doesn't care. But cantaloupe struggling. I think that's a squash right there that's in there. It's a little watermelon up in there. Another squash or some type of variety over here. It's doing fine. This is my blessing box. See, I'm throwing everything in there. So probably sometime this week, I'll fill this up. I'll take everything out my composter, put it in there, throw another cardboard over it, and fill it up with dirt. And I want to put all my onions over here, but I'll see. Never mind my mess, y'all. Everything that's in this greenhouse, these are all flowers. Flowers. Some type of squash. Who knows what I'm doing. Down there's a one squash, asparagus, and basil. Basil's going to be on every corner. Over here, my ivory eggplant. I have some radishes growing all around here too. There's one. There's a nice healthy one. Okay. Ivory eggplant looks like it's about to give me some more eggplant. There's another squash seed I just threw in there. Look at this baby here. And look what's inside of it. Oh my gosh. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Can I make it bigger? Look at it. That's glory. That's a blessing. I have one green pepper up in here that's surviving. It was so hot. It was so hot. Bruce is up in there somewhere. He likes the parsley. And obviously he likes sitting on the thyme. And I needed some thyme the other day. And I'm like, I ain't going out there to get it. Bruce out there sitting somewhere. These have run its course. I'll be cutting them down and throwing them in my compost bucket. It was pretty. And Jasmine is doing fine. Let's go over here and meet the newest friend to the yard, guys. This is a Barbados cherry. I may have talked about it, but honey, look at the blossoms on this sister girl here. And there's a cherry. I think I better eat this today. Look at that. There were 4, and there's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Look at all the blooms. Oh my goodness. So I don't know if it's cross-pollinating with this cherry over here, but I hope it is. But I was listening to Jamaica. Hi Jamaica, I've been watching you. I would love for you to follow me back on my little journey here. So anyhow, she says it's gonna need another one to cross-pollinate with. So I'm hoping that's what's going on, because I do have a lot of activity in my yard. Look at all the blossoms. Oh, that's a new person on the block. The disaster with my roses with, I don't know, some type of that mold. I've been slowly cutting them down. I've returned 2. I can't return the other one. So I have some buttermilk. I'm going to try that. This one's doing phenomenal though. And it's getting ready to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 roses. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know what color they're going to be. Probably multicolor ones. Trying not to give y'all. And that's just another cabbage growing in there with some basil. I hear you, Froggy, in there. You're going to the front yard with the pineapples. And I think that is it, guys. I have to see where I got this sunflower from. Out of which packet. I definitely gonna fill my whole yard up with these next spring. So guys, If you can help me out, help me out. My jump bucket, Kayla's Jasmine is always making a comeback. If you can help me out, help me out. Going across the yard to show you my blueberries. I moved them. And I think and repotted this one. I was going to return this one, but I have new leaves. And she's on the struggle bus. I hope she gives me some new leaves. If not, I'm going to order from the same people. I think I went wrong with handling my blueberries, but I'm going to try it again. And over here, just to see what will happen. These were all little seeds that were in my garden, and I bought them out here and just put them between the mango trees because there are plenty of nutrients out here, and see what happens. Mango season officially over. As you see, I butchered this tree. I didn't like the mangoes on it anyhow. It wasn't a good variety. You see what the squirrels are doing? Still buttholes. Alrighty. I've been saving rainwater, which has been a godsake. And there's my lemongrass. This is the view of everything. You're gonna get the sun, I'm sorry. Alright, let's walk around to the front and let's see what's growing in pineapple pineapple cul-de-sac. There's my little Turner over there. Okay, well, I just threw a rose down here. It's not dead, but still green. We'll see what happens. I threw a bunch of seeds out here. Nothing. All of those died. Nothing came up there. All the seeds I threw up behind my pineapples, nothing came up but one. Don't know what it is. That's the only germination I got. So I still have this baby pineapple left, which is not going to be sweet, and this one, and I'm just going to leave there. Of course, you guys, I bought that angel right there when my daughter was probably 6 months old. She used to ride on it. I have a sunflower trying to do something. I put a melon out here. Another one looks like it's being attacked, and I'm not worried about it. I uprooted some more and put another one over here. All right, lizards, there's life over here y'all need to take care of. And I put another one there, and those are flowers that trying to take root in this real crazy soil. I put cardboard down here to help deter the weed growth. Koya's doing fine, and this basil is going to seed, which I don't eat. It's just out here to deter pests, and that's that. So I was gonna come out here and do some picking. Not picking, but yeah, worm picking. But I'm gonna leave well enough alone. You're gonna have to, guys. I think you guys can do it out here. So this is this little part. No, you know you're not allowed out here. I didn't ask for company. Stay there. Thank you. So this is it was Pineapple Lane, but now it's Pineapple Cul-de-sac. And we'll probably get one more late pineapple for the season, and that's it. I thank you guys for coming into my home. I thank you for inviting me into your home. I pray and that you all have a beautiful day and stay cool. I think it's just a notch less hot today, but anyways, please tell someone hello and thank you for visiting Nutta's Nest.